Dear Lovers Lane United Methodist Church staff and church family, I want to share an important message, one that reflects our vision to challenge and love that which divides. As you know, it's been just a few days since I announced my retirement set for July the 1st, 2025, or a few weeks earlier or a few weeks later. Within days, I began hearing rumors and receiving calls about potential candidates that some were promoting for the senior pastor role at Lovers Lane United Methodist Church. All is to say, that's to be expected. I had to reassure colleagues and friends alike that we have a succession process in place with this wonderful succession team of leaders. I choose to totally respect this process and not put my thumb on the scale. It's no secret that when there's an opening for senior pastor at a large United Methodist church, especially one as vibrant as Lovers Lane United Methodist Church, United Methodists can be some of the worst gossips around. We know each other and get into each other's business from time to time. I've observed throughout my 45 years in ministry, whenever a pastor faces a transition, whether by choice, circumstance, or even death, people quickly shift from supporting and caring for those involved to speculate and say, "Wonder who's going to go there." Among our worst gossips are often clergy colleagues, especially those who grew up in the appointment culture. Some have inherited the gossip gene, and it becomes a sport to predict who's moving where and why. This game, while entertaining to some, can cause real harm and havoc because it's often rooted in unverified rumors or assumptions rather than truth. To address this potentially unsettling and predictable dynamic, I plan to post video updates regularly, sharing my own insights and casting vision to assure everyone of the bright future ahead for Lovers Lane. I will also share about our family's well-being and excitement for the future. Our succession team that I will not be a part of will do the same, providing transparent updates on our progress while respecting confidentiality. We believe that by making the truth available to you and more readily available to others, we can bring clarity and calm to our congregation throughout this process. Some of the latest gossip has claimed that I've already chosen my successor and that our process is a sham. We have had talented and gifted clergy who have come through Lovers Lane in the past, and we presently have great clergy on our staff. Any of these might very well be considered in the process. Let me be very clear. Listen closely. We have a collaborative agreement with our bishop, church leaders, and the Lovers Lane community to conduct a nationwide search that includes the clergy of our Horizon, Texas conference and also Lovers Lane. The bishop will make the ultimate appointment, of course. If a decision had already been made, we wouldn't have committed to share this thorough, transparent process with others and tried to trick our bishop, now would we? We're investing significant resources with a six-figure budget that is dedicated to travel, moving expenses, and potential relocation costs for a candidate, should the candidate chosen require relocation. Is this an expense we would undertake or that I would raise funds for if this were a fake search? Our consultant, Jim Osier, with Church Difference Makers, has already made more than 30 contacts nationwide seeking names of those who might fit our culture and we have a lot of names accumulating, so I am told. He's calling this phase a sonar search to find the best potential candidates. Jim is a fisherman, and he uses a sonar metaphor to denote fishing. Why would we be fishing if the fish were already in the boat? Again, we'll fish near and far, but we are really fishing. Jim is writing a book on succession, and our process at Lovers Lane will serve as a case study. We are currently using his book, The Changeover Zone, and if this process were a mere formality, the book that Jim is proposing to write would have no real value. Instead, we're documenting our journey to serve as a model for other churches facing similar transitions. Rest assured, there will be a chapter dedicated to managing gossip and speculation. Let's stay grounded in the truth and avoid feeding into the gossip machine. It is what it is. When confronted with rumors, I'm going to suggest that you smile and say, "Our pastor has asked us to respond to such comments with the coined phrase, 'Why don't you just mind your own business?'" Or better yet, you can encourage them to listen to our videos and help us keep the truth in the forefront. Use discretion, of course, but sometimes you just need to be blunt. And you can blame it on me. I can handle it. Maybe there is an even better suggestion. Just say thanks to those who may have a name to pass on and give the name to Kay Eck, and she will get it to Jim, our consultant. If there are any questions, anyone can call or email Kay, our point person for this information. Now let's lead with integrity, keep emotions in check, and resist getting drawn into the gossip game. Listen closely. As staff and members of Lovers Lane, you are closest to this transition, and to our great advantage, we have the best access to the truth. Let's support one another. Stay focused on our purpose. Pray daily for all of us involved, and trust that this process will be fruitful for everyone involved. And feel free to pass on the good stuff. You know, the truth. Remember, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good, and a great day is coming.